Let's move back. When you guys on the way?
There's still torture happening in Bagram prison in Afghanistan, which they're trying to tell us that Afghanistan is the good war, that Obama wants to escalate the war in Afghanistan, send 10,000 more troops there. We're here to say enough. No more war, not in our names. No more torture in our names. No matter who the president is, no one is going to stop it up there. Enough of us relying on saviors from the Democratic Party. If we're going to stop this war and we're going to stop the torture, it's going to be up to us. It's going to be up to the resistance of the people out in the streets, and that's what we're here to do today. And we're going to spread this message all over Berkeley, right? That's right. I also wanted to welcome Cindy Sheehan here today. She's been putting a message into the mainstream political arena that has not been there in the presidential election, that's for sure.
I'm here because I'm remembering the phrase torture plus silence equals complicity, and I've been kind of out of the loop for a while on a sabbatical, but I've basically been living in the psychosis this administration and this country's been putting us under, and we need to just keep up the fight. Thanks.
We should also remember that today is the day before Veterans Day. We should think about what they're recruiting young men and women in this country to do. We should remember people like Cindy's son Casey, and we should remember the 1 million Iraqis that have been killed, the people in the dungeons in Guantanamo Bay that have been killed, and the 5,000 U.S. soldiers that are also, in their own way, the victims of the policies of this government.
One of the things that people are saying to us a lot is they're really supporting what we're demanding, end to the war and an end to the torture, but then a lot of people say to us, but you know, things are going to change now because of the election, things are going to change because Obama's going to be president. And I think anybody who says that you should wait and see what Obama's going to do, whether they mean to or not, is signing a death warrant for people in Afghanistan and Pakistan and Iran and Iraq. Because already, since the election, the U.S. has hit Afghanistan and Pakistan several times, killing 10, killing 20. The night before Obama was elected, the U.S. sent airstrikes into Kandahar, and they bombed a wedding party. And because wedding parties in Afghanistan are gender segregated, they killed 60 people, and most of them were women and little children. And the U.S. Army said, well, we bombed because we thought there was Taliban there. And the villagers said, well, come through and look. And they came through and they looked and they saw the bodies of the babies and the kids. And the U.S. Army issued a public press statement, and it said, if any innocent people were killed, we apologize. And then they let the people bury their dead. This is the good war, according to Obama. And it's not a war anyone of conscience should allow to start, because it will widen the U.S. conflict throughout the Middle East. The U.S. is after control of the entire Middle East as an empire, and we say no. And the torture that is meant to serve that, we say no. Obama has already said that about torture, there might be some need for investigations, but there will be no prosecutions in his first term because it would be divisive. It would be divisive to prosecute war criminals. He's brought Rahm Emanuel in as his chief of staff. Maybe later when we stop, people who know about Rahm Emanuel can tell us about him. But this is a big, bad sign to people who want to wait and see that nothing good is going to change for us under Obama. And finally this morning, the veterans that were trampled on and struck and hit and knocked over and brutalized when they went to bring a message to McCain and Obama at the presidential debate. These guys went up, these guys and women, they went up for their court date this morning on disorderly conduct charges, including the Iraq vet who was hospitalized because they broke his cheekbone when he got trampled by a police horse. And 300 people went to court with them this morning to stand in solidarity. So a lot of people in this country know that we're going to have to keep struggling and standing on our feet and not waiting for somebody on high to deliver what we want. If we want it, we're going to have to struggle for it. No matter who the president is, we are the only ones that can stop the crimes of this government. The world can't wait.
A lot of people are in a state of euphoria right now for Obama. Let's be real about this, but we should also understand that a lot of the reason that people voted for Obama were really good reasons. People are sick and tired of the 8 years of Bush. You know, they're sick and tired of the war and the torture that's been going on. They're sick and tired of the racism and the Christian fundamentalism that they saw coming from McCain and Palin. And they want to change, all right? But we got to go out there and we got to let people know that the change that they want, the change that everyone so desperately wants, is not going to come from Obama, who's pledged 10,000 more troops for Afghanistan, 92,000 more troops for the U.S. military, pledged to keep 50 to 80,000 troops in Iraq, not including all the Blackwater mercenaries. And if we want this change, it's going to come from us doing what we're out here doing today. So yeah, let's get ready to march, y'all.
Make sure you can see.
Stop the war now! The world can't wait! Stop the war now! Iraq can't wait! Stop the war now! Afghanistan can't wait! Stop the war now! Iran can't wait! Stop the war now! Pakistan can't wait! Stop the war now! The world can't wait! Stop the war now! The world can't wait! Stop the war now! They're bombing Baghdad by the hour! What do we do? Fight the power! What do we do? Fight the power! They're bombing Kabul by the hour! What do we do? Fight the power! What do we do? Fight the power! They're bombing Kabul by the hour! What do we do? Fight the power! What do we do? Fight the power! By the hour! What do we do? Fight the power! What do we do? Fight the power! Tell me what we're marching for! Stop the torture! Stop the war! Tell us what we're marching for! Stop the torture! Stop the war! Tell us what we're enemy! Stop the torture! You war! Tell me what we're marching for! Stop the torture! Stop the war! Stop the torture!